Okay, so I pulled out a pack of the Simple Stories Frankie and Friends that's new this year, and I'm going to use the purple and black dots, which is on the Spooktacular sheet, and then these Halloween words, which is on the Happy Haunting sheet. I think I'm going to use those to decorate my little coffin. So first I want the orange and the black dot. And let's see. Maybe Martha was right. It might have been easier to glue it together, but I don't know how well that would have worked for me. So we're gonna, because you have to really thick to cover that. So I'm going to put this in. I want the 2 pieces of the main pieces. And I don't think I'm going to necessarily cover the inside edges. We'll see. I want the top and the inside bottom covered. So I'm going to just cut along. And if you're going to make several of these, you will want to do your pattern. Maybe print up a couple of patterns and have a pattern for matting if you're going to do it this way. Or try it the way Martha did, where she doubled it. Whatever works for you. I'm cutting just to the inside of that. See, I like that. See that you can do that. And I'm going to ink the edges. Probably should have marked which was which as far as the probably will work on both pieces here. So I'm going to ink this and then glue it down inside. The little eyeballs are cute too. So I'm going to glue it here. Stick it down inside the coffin. Okay. And then I'm going to cut another one for the top piece out of the same. So this is probably the top here. So I'm going to cut this one. Yeah, the top is the one with the short side, so this is definitely the top piece. And again, I'm just cutting to the inside of the dotted lines towards the actual center of the coffin. So this one will fit here. And if you want a little more black edging, you can just trim a little bit more. On each edge. Okay, now I'm going to ink it. with the lid. And then I'm going to decide if I want to do any of the pieces, the side pieces. I'm going to mark this as the lid, just in case I want to use it again and not cut up my other pattern. Bottom. Okay, got those marked, set those aside in case I want to make another one. And I'm going to decide about the lining the inside. I think I will probably line the inside and I'll be back. Working on the bottom section first, and what I ended up doing was measuring each section that I wanted to paper on the inside, the height and the length, and cutting them out just a little bit smaller and then inking all the pieces. Now, the way Martha Stewart makes hers and her instructions where you glue the two pieces together will line the inside for you. And if you have a bunch to make, I would say that's probably the best way to go. But I like the look of each pieced in little piece with the inking on it. So if you're just making one or two and you want it to look like this, this would be the way to go. Is individually. It takes a little bit longer, but if that's the look you like, then that's, you know, it's worth it for that. Yeah, but like I said, if you have a bunch that you're making for party favors or something, you might want to go the other route. Also, I'm sure by now that there are files for your silhouette or Cricut where you can cut these out. I didn't even check to look for that. I wanted to use this template and found it and thought, well, I'll just make it this way. Though I do have a silhouette, I just want to show you how you can do it if you don't have one by following Martha's instructions and her template. So I'm papering each little section inside. So I cut out each piece. Make sure I'm getting the right ones here. I may have extras, so maybe not. So that one goes there. So I'm doing the outside top of it purple, black dots, and the inside to match. And then I'm going to use my other paper, add it on, and maybe the outside of the coffin. This part you could leave white, solid, depends on how much glue you got on it like I did. I'm going to ink it up and clean it up, and I think leave it that way. Piece doesn't go there. Okay. I think if you put paper probably on the outside and make it hard for the lid to go on. Of course, you could just do it so far down so that it doesn't catch. So there's a lot of little things you could do to change this up if you wanted to. This one needs trim just a little bit here. I did have a couple of extra pieces cut. So this one, always dry fit to make sure you've got your pieces going in the right location. Okay, there's the inside papered. Okay, I like that. See, I like where you can see the bit of the black dividing the section, so I like that. And now I need to cut a bigger piece for inside the lid, so I think I may use this one. So I'm going to cut that out and I'll be back in a few minutes. I've glued the paper with the Halloween words to the inside of the lid, and now I'm going to cover the outer edges. And what I'm doing is I took the same paper but cut just under 1/2 inch strips so that I can start the words where I want them to be. And then I'm just going to glue that on there, just like that, just kind of around the edge. Cut this W off here. And ink the edges. And you have to piece the little short pieces. And this just glues, like I'm going to start it here and glue it as far as this piece will go. Put some glue on it. So make sure your lettering is going the right direction. So I'm started on, just leave a little black edge on the end here. And then touch this down here. And over that fold there. So that side is all covered with that one piece. And then I just need some little short pieces from here and here. So cut this little piece, started it at bats, and that's going to go right there around the end. Hold it and press it down with your fingers. And then there. We have to kind of do a bend, a fold there, to make it go over that part. Clean up any glue you might have on there. Somehow I got some glue right there. And then I just need one more little piece here. So I think I have some already cut. Let's see. That's the word skeletons should work. You get this last little piece. Finish that up on the lid. And again, on the inside of the lid, I am not going to cover the edges so that it will fit over the box. So just here on the outside. Okay, and the inside is done. Now what I did to the outside of the box, I don't know if you can see it, is I took my sanding tool and I just kind of roughed up the edges a little bit to kind of, so it's not smooth, it kind of gives it a worn look, and then I inked it with some black soot. And that's the box. So now I'm ready to decorate the top. I'm going to stop the camera again and see what I want to put on it.